Okay, folks, section 5.3, box and whisker plots. What are they? What are they? Well, let me show you. I'm going to read over this information, and you'll have it in front of you. You may want to jot down a couple of terms, okay? Now, the median, or the second quartile, you're going to see we're going to divide this thing up into 4 parts, okay? That's why we use the term quartile, okay? The median of all the numbers is called the second quartile. The second quartile of an ordered set of numbers separates the set into 2 halves, okay? Those below the median and those above the median, okay? The first quartile is the median of the lower half. Look, they've got it shown for us right here. Okay, so the first quartile is going to separate that first half into 2 parts. The third quartile is going to separate the second half into 2 parts. So in the end, how many parts do I have of those numbers, Bennett?
3.
Not 3. I've got 3 things dividing them, but how many parts do I have, Peyton? I've got 4. I've got 1 that divides them in the middle, and then I have 2 more that divide those parts. So then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 parts. Okay? All right. Now let's see how they do this. Okay? They've ordered the numbers from least to greatest for us. You can see them right here. 3, 6, 8. That's not a number right there. It's separating the numbers. 3, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14. Here's another separator. 16, 18, 20. Here's another separator. 20, 25, 27. Does everybody see the 4 parts that we've got? This part, this number, this median is called the first quartile. This median right here is called the second quartile. And this one is called the third quartile. What do quartiles do? They separate things into quarters. Okay? So we're taking one group of numbers and we're dividing it into 4 parts. Okay. Now, a box and whisker plot of this data is shown below. This is how we draw it. We take the smallest number, 3, and we put a dot. We take the first quartile and we put a dot on the number line. We take the second quartile and we put a dot on the number line. We take the third quartile. You see, that's 20. The median right there is 20, and we put a dot. And then we take the biggest number, the maximum number. Okay? Okay, now just relax. Just relax. This is then going to show us that the bulk of the numbers in the middle fall here. This is called the box part. But do you see it stretches all the way down to this low number of 3? And it stretches all the way up to this big number of 27, the maximums and the minimums. Do you see that this is a box? And these things are called whiskers. Like a cat's whiskers sticking off the end of its face. Okay? All right? Now I'm going to show you how we take numbers and we divide them into a box and whisker plot, because it helps us look at the information. Where do most of the people fall in the middle? Where do most of the numbers fall in the middle? They fall right here. Okay? But they stretch all the way down to this extreme. One person only made a 3 out of 30. And one person made a 27 out of 30. But most people fell right in here, this middle part, between 10 and 20. Okay? Now I'm going to stop. I don't even like the grades. I picked grades out of nowhere, because this doesn't really what grades normally look like. They normally fall up in this area. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video. We'll do the example on this next video. Everybody comfortable where we are? Just with the words. Okay? Now let's see how we do it. This is how we